Hello everyone, welcome back to a black screen. Hello!
Prince Elaine.
I started off on the save screen again. Totally forgot I did that, but we're good!
I must thank you, on behalf of the entire elven race. Had you and your company not come to these lands, we would surely be languishing beneath Zenoira's iron fist even now.
The war we fight is not for Cornea alone, and victory is but a distant dream until all who suffer under Zenoira's tyranny rise in song as one. Yet even were that not the case, we would come to your defense every time. Elaine. Ah, yes. Have you found any texts bearing mention of the Ring of the Unicorn?
We have. However... Allow me. The room that housed them was ransacked, set ablaze by the look of it. The ancient tomes were badly burned. But be at ease. The passages we need were still legible. The Ring of the Unicorn will be restored to its true strength only once the Rite of Covenant has been performed.
And is this rite described anywhere?
It is. According to the texts, all you have to do is go to the altar and offer up the Ring of the Maiden to a chosen companion.
What?
Not sure that's a ring we've got.
Indeed. It is a treasure passed down through generations by the Turanos of Elheim. And now, I'd like you to have it.
Are you certain you wish to part with such a precious artifact?
Beyond certain.
Chosen companion, huh? Is this a romance thing? I don't even feel like I've had, like, enough talk or conversations with anyone for that.
This ring is the only chance we have of stopping Galerius. It wouldn't do to keep that to ourselves, now would it?
Huh. Guess that's everything. All we gotta do now is head to that altar and have ourselves a ritual.
Yes, but its location is sadly lost to us. Trapped behind burnt words and cindered pages.
Of course it is. Should have known it wouldn't be easy. Not like we've got a choice, though. Come on, Elaine. Let's get to hunting.
Hold just a moment. We wish to accompany you and join the battle for a free Thevrith. In truth, we owe you an immeasurable debt after everything you've done for our people. And while this can't truly be considered fair repayment, I ask that you let us aid you as best we can. Elheim will never be safe as long as Zenoira exists. We know that all too well now. 10 years ago, we turned a blind eye to their designs in order to preserve our peace. And that very peace was the price we paid. We won't make that mistake again. Not this time.
With resolve that strong, we would be mad to refuse. You're always welcome amongst our ranks.
Glad to make it official. Now come on, we've got places to be.
Is something the matter?
I look forward to our time together, Prince.
What? Are you hitting on me? This seems abrupt. Okay. Were there hints that I just missed before of Rosalinda being into Elaine? I mean, Alcina certainly was into how Elaine looked because it looked like her old boo thing, but that was aggressive. There it is, Ring of the Maiden. Cool. Sure, we got our hands on the Ring of Maiden and all, but what are we gonna do with it? Not even Eltalinda knows where we gotta go next. The Altar of the Unicorn and Maiden is out there somewhere, Lex. It's only a matter of time until we find it. Ah, could it truly be that simple? Scarlet? Do you recall the altar in the forest on Plevia, the one near the cathedral? How could I forget? We used to play hide-and-seek there as children. Well, I was responsible for keeping it clean, and it now occurs to me that it might be just the place we're looking for. It would be some coincidence. Not if we got any other leads, though. Come on, Plevia's waiting for us. Unicorn and Maiden.
We've managed to reclaim some key positions in Elheim, and drive Zenoira out of the region almost entirely. We're making some good progress here. Let's keep it up.
Okay.
Indeed. Now, this is the state of Fevrith at present.
We got 2 continents left and then the middle bit of Cornea.
Where to next, then?
What of Bastorius to the north?
You know, the interesting thing about this game, from like a war standpoint, is it's not often that Galerius and crew are actually, like, fighting back against us, like attacking territory that we've taken back from them. It feels more like they're just kind of sitting there while we slowly take all of their stuff, and they like try to stop us when we attack them and they're defending, but it seems like very rarely they ever go on the offense.
Compared to the other nations of Fevrith, we know little about their current standing. We may assume Zenoira has a stranglehold on the region, yet it will be difficult to gauge how tight until we set foot there ourselves. If you would make for their snowbound land, we must head north, past the walled city of Euquit.
Okay, so Albion may be the last if we're going up to up to there next. Okay, cool, new continent. New continent. I am interested in what this is. Is this a romance thing? I wasn't sure if there was going to be, like, quote-unquote romance in this. But we'll see. Never thought such a day would come, but we owe our freedom to you humans. Truly grateful, all of us. Tavern in Palinspelt has better food than you could ever imagine. My parents would always take me there whenever we had something to celebrate. So Elaine, do what you must to ensure no harm ever comes to our Turnos. When next you return to Elheim, the land will be returned to its former glory, I swear it. Are you sure? Are you with the Liberation, sir? All the soldiers won't stop talking about you, in a good way, that is. Anything's possible so long as we walk beneath the bowels of Ervelda. Okay, cool. There's the palace, which...
We don't get many customers here. Please, have a look around.
Oh, you're different. Oh yeah, because we're in the Dark Elf area. Wind Scepter, Skyward Thrust. Attack 3 enemies with magic, plus 50 potency versus flying targets. Oh, that's super good. Yeah, let's grab that, please.
Good choice.
Nocturnal Impetus? Okay, so... activates after using an active skill. It is unfortunate that it's after you use the active skill. But it's still a pretty cool one to have.
Good choice.
I think. And then we could get another dove plume, which might be good. What is this? Oh. Base PP up, but you get less HP. I mean, that is interesting. I don't particularly know if that's super worth it, though. I will get more green berets.
Good choice.
I have been needing those. Also another
Good
spectacle.
choice.
Yeah. Okay.
Stay.
Quite happy with that.
Human customers down here? Odd. I
Interesting.
mean, welcome in.
Hi. Yes, it's me. Hello. More Wind Fairy charms could be good. You know what? Let's get 3. Just in case I need them in the future, because I have been missing them. I'm gonna try to save them for more important times, though. Alright, and station a guard. Minette.
As you command.
There you go. Alright, this might be kind of a management episode, because we do have quite a few things to work on here, and, I have been putting off, a few of the things that we need to do. There's also a little bit more of this to explore, so we might not have, like, a big battle or anything this episode, but I want to try and finish off Elheim here, if possible. So, yeah, let's, get to work. Elaine and Athelion, huh? Well, I'm aware that Rosalinda's palace lies underground. What about you, Athelion? Have you spent much of your life beneath the surface as well? I have. Till I joined her personal guard, I had little reason to leave our subterranean city, so I almost never did. The only light I ever saw was the orange hue of a magic lantern, with the occasional moonbeam filtering in through the entrance to the cavern. As a child, the sun was always more of a concept than an actual entity which existed in my world. It's difficult to imagine, in all truth. No other race of Fevrith has most of their population consigned to a life secluded within the earth. Maybe not, but it has its benefits. For one, the insular nature of our cities means few invaders think to attack. And those that do often end up lost in a maze of corridors. I only assume that's why Zenoira went after Larhall instead. Cruel twist of fate indeed. Life was good before they turned up, you know. When I was just a child, Terra Rosalinda would leave the city every now and then to travel to various regions of Elheim. And when she returned, she would tell us all the most incredible tales of the outside world. I can still remember the wonder that filled my heart with every word. The more I listened, the more certain I grew in my dream for the future. To accompany Terra Rosalinda on the journey she recounted, to stand in her defense should the need ever arise. Which is why you now serve in her personal guard. Exactly. Though I don't like to admit it, I always used to think of her as a sister to me, rather than any kind of Dark Elf royalty. I swear to you, Elaine, never again will the shadow of Zenoira hang over this nation. No matter what happens in the course of this war, I'll always be there to protect Terra Rosalinda with my very life, if I must. Alright, cool. Got a few honors for that. Hello. Rosalinda may act brave, but she hides a great deal of suffering beneath that mask, I'm certain of it. Fear she blames herself for all the blood that's been shed. Grateful that she drove off those horrible Zenoiran soldiers, of course I am. But a word of warning, don't even think about turning around and claiming our town like they did. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna do the whole colonization thing, don't you worry, friend. There's that, there's that. Okay, and then we have a little thingy up here. Elaine and Rosalinda. Well, considering you were very much flirting with me, boo. Ah! Please don't scare me like that when I'm reading, Rosalinda. Sorry, I just couldn't help myself seeing you standing there all defenseless. It's odd, though. You seemed nothing like this when first we met. Like what? Well, friendly, I suppose. You struck me as more as a formal princess than the one who would play tricks on her commander. Okay, so there's, even Elaine's talking about the fact that you were not like this before. You're awfully cute when you're flustered. Yeah, no, you're Elaine's dommy mommy, we get it. Simply that the more time we spend together, the more I want to learn who you really are. So I thought I'd show you a little bit of who I really am, too. Well, I can't follow your logic. Unless you're saying you liked me better before. You're standing rather close to me, Rosalinda. Yeah, no. Very aggressive. There's something wrong with that? Not as such, no. It's only that it's impossible to read with my book covered in your shadow. Ah, yes, you're reading. Perhaps I wouldn't mind joining you in that venture myself. But don't worry, I'll make certain I don't obstruct your view. So much for my quiet afternoon. Elena's like, no, don't bother me, I'm reading! Okay, so yeah, we're definitely having characters flirt with us at this point. I feel like that is where that particular thing is going. The Nestherion was built in an age long past, a distant time even for us elves. I like your model, you're cool. I like the little shawl that you have there. Excuse me, how do I get... Oh, I have to walk through the forest, don't I? Foul necromancer. Though I had no choice but to flee at the time, I vowed to keep our land safe from this day onward. Cool. I was devastated to learn that many of the ancient texts stored in the Nestherion have now been lost to us. My failure in stopping the enemy from claiming the tower brings me great shame indeed. We can't actually check that out. Interesting. I would have thought we would be able to. Alright, so we do have a few more things to check out. So we went up there. Let me go check out this northern part. And this town, of course. Humans, Terra Rosalinda has commanded us to leave you be. Make no mistake, if you seek to abuse us as Zenoira did, you'll answer for it in blood. As I should. Soldiers aren't coming back, right? It'll feel nice to play outside again. You can finally play by the lake again now that all the bad men are gone. Is it true that Zenoiran oppression runs rampant even beyond the bounds of Elheim? I think we were once content to remain ignorant of the wider world. This trust and hatred our race feels towards yours stems more than just Zenoira's invasion of our homeland. Humans like you have chosen to sow the seeds of war time and time again over the past centuries. What must be oppressive if it wasn't so upsetting? Sorry.
We don't get many customers here.
Underbrand tone?
Please, have a look around.
Ooh, magic and stun is nice. Corzer's Reign, Dynamic Glide. Evade a single hit, grants the user plus 20% physical attack. Yeah, I mean, that's cool. And then you sell the thorn stuff. Yeah, I just don't like the loss in HP. It's kind of scary. I mean, if you leaned into it specifically, it would be kind of cool. Like,
we don't get many customers here.
You know,
Please have a look around.
Having characters that could protect the character that has these, but it's still a little spooky. I was pressing the wrong button to bring up my map there. Oh yeah, I gotta put a friend in over here with you, and we don't even have to repair it. Actually, I can just station a guard immediately. All right, Simone.
I'll do what I can.
Thank you. Alright, and now we go up here and grab all of these things. Unsullied scrap metal. There's a Wind Fairy's charm. Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff hiding for me up here. I needed some more of those herbs, didn't I? Ooh, a black diamond. Hello. There you are. Good. Done us a great service, Cornian Prince. 'Tis an act of goodwill I'll remember for the rest of my days. Allow me to thank you, young humans, for ridding our home of Zenoran influence. Oh, and you can leave the Forest of Thorns to us now. Never again will an enemy of Helheim grace these shores. Cool. And here is the final carving I believe I need. Cerberus, Spectre, Fairy, and Golem. Okay, so we can go ahead and take care of this right now and get this really, really good weapon. My guess is from this area we're gonna get a bow, because we have not gotten a bow yet. I don't think. We have an axe and a sword, right? Yeah, like a rapier. Alright. Gotta look at the quest log for this. There's also all the treasure maps we could do. But let's do... No! We get a... Well, that's like a halberd, but I'm guessing it counts as a spear. Fairy, Cerberus, Spectre, Golem. So, Fairy was down here, right? Yes. So, Fairy... Alright. I guess I'll just go ahead and take care of this really quickly. Alright, here we are, the final one. But we just get generic dialogue on all the other ones, so... Carving began to glow. Golem, the journalist is the fourth. Just as expected, here's the treasure. Brings back old memories. Hey, my next rapport conversation with you, and we got the King's Lance. Cool. So, that is a spear, right? I feel like this is probably going to be going on you. One of you. I could give it to Hilda to try and make Hilda just a little bit, better. Oh, it is one of the... Never mind. It's one of these. Okay, so it's gonna be going on Eltalinda or Rosalinda. Who's the better attacker? I think it's you, right? Yeah, you're offensive. So, probably gonna be giving that to you. Here you go. So we lose Freezing Thrust by taking that away, but that's fine. There you go. That looks good. Yeah. Alrighty. Well, that looks good to me. Enjoy. Alright. So, cool. That is now taken care of. So let's go back up here and finish exploring, I suppose. We need to be, like, right here. Alright. Just give me the rest of my stuff, please. This was a huge battlefield, so there's a lot of places for the items to hide. And it won't actually let me fight, or walk into the brambles when we're not in a fight. So, none of that. But, how do I get to you? Ah, here. It's one of those situations where I just have to rub my face against it. As you begin to face enemies with stronger attacks, you mustn't neglect your own defenses. Yet in times of need, a sainted knight such as myself can shield your allies from enemy magics. Which how our row barrier skill provides us with utmost protection. Oh, wow. They don't actually die from the cavalry unit. That is, I mean, that's a very tanky squad, to be fair. So... Yeah... I feel like I could make some changes here to make this work, so give me one moment. Okay, that took me a moment, but I got it. So, I had to take Elaine out because Elaine wasn't really offering much, but basically what I tried to do first off was, I actually tried to use warriors because I was like, oh, well the Sainted Knights in the back will protect them from magic. But the Legionnaires in the front also have a road protection except against physical attacks, so the warriors didn't actually work that well at all. So what I instead decided to do was completely overwhelm them with magic damage from a bunch of different magic users, and that still wasn't enough, but it is if I put Berengaria in the front so that she can use Death Spin to stun all the Legionnaires at the beginning of the fight. Also, I'm sure Eye of the Warrior Princess and, like, Painbringer help as well. But, yeah, so this squad works. That took a little bit of editing to get it to function. But, we got there. We got there. So, now we get to see it play out, all cool-like. But, yeah, I wanted you in for sure, and then having you in to do that, and actually get some stuns down is quite nice. So they protected them, but that's fine. They keep protecting each other, but this is the struggle that I was dealing with. I basically wanted as many instances of magic damage as I could possibly get, because they can't possibly guard for everyone against all of the magic damage that I have on this team. So it seems like it's working pretty okay. And now we got Painbringer to bail us out, but yeah, that one took a minute. That one took a minute to figure out. That was the problem with it being that this was a very defensive squad. Like, if I was fighting these dorks in battle, it would be no problem at all. It's specifically that I have to kill them in one round and all 5 of them are tanks. So, that was the main struggle. There we go. Not gonna be guarding for each other now, are ya? Good. Alright, and now we just finish them off, basically. I did screw up, like, all of my items doing that, because I was constantly shuffling, like, lapis pendants and stuff off of people and everything. But quite a struggle of a fight. Like I said, fighting that many tanks is, usually rough. But this squad got it done, and it's an interesting one in my opinion as well. So this should be pretty good damage, and then yeah, we'll slowly wear them out from here. Oh, yeah, we don't actually do a lot of damage, so I'm guessing Berengaria just kills them here. Yeah, nice crit. I might have gotten lucky there. Because, yeah, I needed Berengaria to actually get that, so... Truly excellent, my prince. Other skills such as Hachi can restore the PP restored... Hache? Hachi? I want to say it's like Hache? I don't know, that's not a word I've ever heard pronounced. Especially if you adjust your tactics to target the enemy at the lowest HP, yeah. Okay, cool. I admit, I once believed humans were nothing more than vile, heartless creatures. Your actions here have convinced me to re-examine my prejudice. Perhaps I had the wrong of it. Clearly the few humans I'd seen before were not representative of your kind as a whole. Yay! After being saved from battle by a band of elves, I fell deeply in love with one of my rescuers. When I finally told him how I felt, I learned he was 2 centuries old! It was a surprise, of course, but it doesn't really matter much. The heart wants what the heart wants, after all. Alright, I have 170 honors. 173, that is. So we can't really afford much there. I do want to try and save up for another squad size increase. We got another stone circle down here. Go on, Athelion, get me some stuff. Wait a moment, I'll see if there's any star iron. Give. Yay! And then we just have a few more things up here to grab. I'm guessing I could run through the brambles, like, right here to get you? Yeah. It's hard to see the clear path to that stuff sometimes. And there's nothing up there. So that's everything up here at the northern part. And it seems like we have a tiny little baby battle down here. So maybe I take this out. Hello, you're dead. Damn, didn't think I'd see rebels all the way out here. It's just a liberation. What level is it, though? 24? I can do it. There's also a liberation battle I can now do over here in Drakenhold as well, the final one over there. So, that's neato. Revival Orbim. Okay, good stuff, thank you. Still even more things hanging out over there. So taking out this final little liberation battle would unlock the final bit of the map over here for me. Which would be cool. How do I get to you? There we are. More unsullied lumber. Okay, so I'll explore this last little bit, we'll do that liberation battle, and then we'll see where we're at after that. Oh, there's this one too. It's the only point in all of Elheim that'll get you to Albion. Not letting you take it. This might be a slightly higher level one. 30, yeah. Okay. I expected that since we're not actually going to that area yet. So... bye-bye. Ooh, this looks like an important place down here. How much about your liberation? Rose Brooch. Heal 15% when using an active skill. Thank you. That's a pretty good get. Alright, what are you? Elheim Sanctuary. Sanctuary is quiet and absent in the slightest hint of activity. Let us first make for the altar of the Unicorn and Maiden. There, we can unbind the ring. Okay. So yeah, it wants me to do that first. Okay, let's go take out the battle for Silmapelt. Rogues and Legionnaires. Alright, and then yeah, we can't do that other final one yet, but we will work on that. Okay, this is a very quiet fight. I'll just wrap this up really quickly. This shouldn't take any time at all.
How's that for good?
Level up for Amelie.
Getting stronger.
Level up for Keitra.
This pays dividends.
Level up for Leia. Alright, and this should be the end of the battle. Didn't try too hard in that one. All of my squads are messed up, like I said, because I was trying to finish that thing, so I just threw in a few units, put some newbies in Elaine's group. But Miriam got a good level up. Saint's Blade. 25 potency if the user is at 100% HP. Ooh, and gives you a passive point if it hits.
I'm even better than Clive now. On
Cool.
my honor as a knight.
Everything in service of my people.
Good stuff. Alright, yeah, that was a incredibly simple fight. So, cool. Give me my paltry amount of honor, please. Thank you. I will save my progress. We are probably about to hit our max amount of saves soon. It's probably 99. Alright, Silmapelt has been obtained. Thanks for the help, humans. Normally it would be our responsibility to keep our citizens safe, but I suppose we didn't have what it took. It's fine, friend. Everybody needs help sometimes.
We don't get many customers here. Please, stay.
Nothing really
Human customer
interesting in
down
there.
here. Odd. Leaving.
I will take some scented soap, though. Oh yeah, and it's already fixed up. Cool. Just got a station.
Good choice.
Someone. Hello. Appreciate the help. Our forces got taken by surprise, and surrender ended up the only option left. Sad to say it, but we're stretched thin due to war. It's been tough securing remote towns like this one. Never thought the bad guys would come all the way underground to get us. Guess nowhere's safe from Zenoira, huh? Miravelda's blessing guide you always, though I fear such prayers are all I can offer you. Alright, so now that we've taken care of that, I can go over here and get this final town. Hi. Rosalinda is all better now. I even saw her smile when she looked at you. Yup. It seems like like I said, very aggressively and abruptly is Rosalinda into us. Just like as soon as we get the maiden ring, she's like, oh, hello. How can we ever thank you for all the kindness you've shown us? There's probably been like small hints, possibly otherwise, but it's very, very upfront with it now.
I'll guard it well.
Even amidst the raging fires of war, you hold firm the salves of care and compassion. Live on and return to this land once the war is won. Should it so please you, we would be honored to welcome you back. Thank you. Okay, so that's all of you freed, except for this. And, did I do this? I don't remember if I did this or not. Did I? You know what? We can check the, quest list and see about that, can't we? Nope, I never did do this. I get a Phantom Knight sword, a Dew of Skill, and a thingy. I kind of want to do it, but there's also a lot of other things I want to try and take care of as well. Like, we could get the treasures. Maybe I'll save that for next time. And I would like to do at least a little bit of story progress stuff today, if possible. So let's go over here and see what this unicorn maiden thing is all about. Why don't we? I don't know if it's gonna like make me pick someone right now, or if it does that, I'm gonna save just in case, because if it's gonna make me like pick someone to be my chosen companion, I would kind of want to know more about a lot of the people. Okay.
This is it. The same altar I saw in our texts. The ring, Elaine. Looks like I was right.
What do I do next?
Come back here with the person you've chosen for the rite. Offer them the Ring of the Maiden, and you're done. That is, if they accept. Doing so should unleash the power stored deep within your own ring. But
is there more?
The covenant between Unicorn and Maiden requires both sides to be of one mind and one heart.
Okay, yes, this is where we're going.
If either betrayed the pact they swear at this altar, they would face terrible consequences. At least, according to the texts.
I'll have to keep that in mind.
Considering the risk, I'd suggest you give the ring to the person you trust most.
Okay. Okay, so we get an option. I wonder if there's any options currently. Head back to the altar once you've made up your mind. Elaine can only perform the rite of the covenant with an ally he bears a deep and profound connection with. Okay. So, it's gotta be people that are completely maxed out. I wonder if I even, like, have anyone at this point that's completely maxed out. Not to be the bearer of bad news, but there's no one you're close enough with. Okay. Okay, so we definitely have to, go, up some character relationships, let's say. Before I can do that. So, I'm imagining everyone is an odd. Well, there's probably some characters that are not. But, like, I feel like Yana would not be with me. It would also be weird, because Yana's, like, way older than me. I don't know, though. Maybe everyone is an option. Maybe everyone is indeed an option. Huh. Alright, I definitely need to start upping some people's relationships, then. Let's also spend some time getting some of these, rapport conversations taken care of, why don't we? Elaine and Liza. Hello, Liza. Was over here? Yeah. So we got quite a few of these to handle. Yep. Could you tell me more about life in the desert, Liza? Well, sure. Wouldn't mind giving you the rundown, but what's a foreign prince want to know all that for? Haven't you got your own kingdom to be worrying about? Besides, there's no telling what'll happen if you go poking around where you're not welcome. Think I'm making a joke here? Not at all. It's simply that beneath those pointed words, I can tell you only speak out of concern for my safety. Just as Alban has always described you. Make the bastard pay for that. But your warnings are correct. I understand well how dangerous this desert can be at times. and I wish to know more of it all the same. 'Tis a necessary step in furthering Cornea's newfound bond with your nation. Got some weird ideas in that head of yours, Prince. Take it that means you're willing to tell me? As long as you really want to learn, yeah. Just you wait. I've got stories a guy like you couldn't even dream of. Never grasped how vastly different life in the desert could be. Pretty rough, yeah? Gloucester used to complain about it all the time, too. Only imagine. I'll be sure to speak with him as well at my earliest opportunity. Though I would much rather hear what you have to say, Liza. Assuming you wouldn't mind sharing further, that is. Be glad to. Next time you're gonna have to pay me for it. I'll be sure to come bearing a worthy gift. Cool. Alright, so there's one of them. It does seem like it would be efficient for me to choose based off of, like, who I have the highest relationships with. But, God, it's a tough choice, isn't it? Because we have... Sharon we have, like, a ton of relationship with, just because it's very, very easy to get relationship with you. I have a strangely high relationship with Osh. We could finish off Osh. I mostly just want to try finishing off some of these characters. Aramis is pretty high, Gilbert's pretty high, Berengaria's pretty high. Like, some of these that are pretty far along already, would be nice to get to. So, I'm gonna try to work on building up some of the relationships with, some of these characters, but also, let's try to get some of these conversations and have them, why don't we? Like, the one with Berengaria will be neat. Yep. This might just be the rest of the episode. How's your deal, Elaine? I'm sorry? I don't get it. You're still just a kid, but you're out here leading one of the biggest armies Fevrit's ever seen. And yeah, you've got help, I know. It's a tough job, that was true. Even running the tiny little band I used to. So it's almost scary seeing how easy you make it look. Not to mention I was fresh off working for Zenora when you asked me to join you. Why weren't you afraid of me, damn it? I was, and I still am, of a great many things. My lack of experience chief among them. Then I think back to the day that Cornea fell. Look on my mother's face as she bade me flee. In that moment, all I could see was the concern she bore for me, not even a hint of fear. And even though I know she was only trying not to worry me, long since decided to carry on that spirit. No matter what terror I might feel, my army shall never know a trace of it. Heh, makes sense to me. Keep yourself strong too taut, and you're likely to just snap in half. So yeah, I'll be here if you ever need to talk. Yeah, my thanks, Berengaria. I should also mention, that we don't need to do that yet. I can wait. It is a main story quest, of course, and I probably get some nice buffs for it. But we can go ahead and go up here to Bastorius and, start exploring as well. It's not a requirement that I take care of this right now, so I probably will give it some time. But, having a lot of options could be cool. I am interested in seeing just how many characters there are actual romances for. It would even be cool to do something, if I could, if it was feasible, like I did in, what's it called? Potionomics, where I show, like, literally every romance you can do. That would be quite neat to potentially pull off, but I'm not sure how feasible that actually is. So, for now, let's look at some more rapport conversations. So, I can't look at them on the map, but this is also convenient as well. Gamel? Sure. This is an interesting one because, you know, grabbing Gamel at all kind of required that I didn't execute him. So yeah, you ever need someone to get dirty in their hands for you, I'm your guy. Never asked that of you, Gamel. Not if you promised me that you would be living an honest life now. I'll not have you abandon a pursuit in my name. Still believing in me, huh? Still trusting I'm a new man for all this thieving business? Were you not, Celeste's loyalty would be questioned as well, forever speaking in your favor. And given the matter of your sister, I don't suspect you could do something so foolish. And nothing to say to that. I am telling the truth, you know, but I gotta come clean about something. Ever since I decided to join up with you, I've been wondering if I really deserve this kind of life. Dunno, maybe it's just my conscience getting the better of me. But I seriously do want to spend whatever time I got left helping people who need it. Even if it means sinking back to a life of crime. Besides, someone's got to do it. I figure that someone's better off being me instead of you. Don't give a damn how dangerous it is, neither. As far as I'm concerned, I should have been dead that day back in Kokilage. It's enough, Gamble. If you truly wish to atone for the sins of your past, you need merely carry their lessons into your future. Both for your own sake and for your sister's. You're a real piece of work, Elaine. But when you're right, you're right. I won't be bringing this up again. Pray that you don't. Alright, cool. Like I said, that is an interesting one, just because, you know... Elaine and Prim and Elaine and Sharon. So, let's do these as well. We did need to catch up on these, so... They're quite fast, too, each of them. Do you and Hilda tend to get along, Prim? For sisters, I can't imagine two more different people. Well, Thinking back on it now, I've always felt this impossible distance between us. She excelled at everything she laid her hands on, while I was a bit more clumsy and reserved. And once she met her wyvern, that distance only grew all the greater. I can understand why. Though I had often watched from afar, whenever she went into the mountains to greet her newfound friend, all I wanted was to be close to her. But being the portly girl I was, I feared the wyverns were more likely to eat me than welcome my presence. I didn't realize they feed on humans. Well, they don't. I was just young and afraid more than anything. Life went on as normal for a while, Hilda braving the mountains alone, with me following behind at a distance. Until one day a band of wyvern poachers found me and took me captive. How'd you end up getting away? Hilda and her friend came to rescue me, of course. From that day forth, the three of us spent time together just about every day. And you finally had the bond of sisterhood you desired. Exactly. Or at least I did. The plague struck our home not long after, and I left the region in search of anything that might lead to a cure. But that just makes me even happier that I finally got the chance to see her again. Thank you for that, Elaine. Okay, cool. There's that one. I might do some of the eating after this as well to kind of boost some relationships too, because I do have a lot of items to give, but we also have that option. So, Elaine and Sharon. Bye, Miss Sharon. Despite their circumstances, the children of this orphanage seem to be living life as bravely as they can. Yet at times, I've noticed a profound sadness behind their eyes. Simply the reality of losing your parents at such a young age. No matter how hard you try to heal the wound on your heart, a bitter scar will always remain. Though I have someone now who's able to soothe that pain at least a bit. You speak of Oakleys. I suppose I don't exactly hide it, Yeah, I mean, I've been shipping you two from, like, the beginning. Both of you talk about each other in, like, your victory quotes. She always used to remind me that I'm not alone. That through all my toughest moments, she would be there to ease my worries. Well, it's true I never knew my birth parents. I only became the woman I am today through the love I've felt throughout my life. That of the priest at Ron Mort, who raised me as though I were his own daughter. As well as that of Lady Oakleys, of course. Now you left that home in favor of our army. Tell me, Sharon, how have you found the liberations in the time since? To me, it's been a place of great warmth and love, just as my old orphanage was, in fact. It's evident in the way we've helped so many children, deprived of their parents by the cruelty of this war. And in the way those children smile every time they see us approach. Indeed it is. 'Tis for their sake that we must see this war to a swift conclusion. Never again must the youth of our kingdom suffer the unbearable pain that we have. The pain of losing those you hold most dear. Just remember you can't end their suffering alone, Prince. I'll be at your call whenever you need of me. You've need of me. Cool. Yeah. And now that we've done that, like I said, let's go do some eating, I think. I don't know how I'm gonna handle this.
Good seeing you, friend.
I don't feel like we need to show every single one of them, obviously. So let's just get going. Pick which characters I want. I think I'm gonna focus on Elaine right now. How about Chloe, Travis, and Lex and Elaine have fairly low stuff. So let's have a meal with these characters. Yeah.
Enjoy now.
Can't wait.
Alright. Go ahead and eat up, everyone. Alright, there we go. There's the next rapport for them immediately. And yeah, see, it's pretty cheap. Like, I can just spam this if needed to kind of, max everyone out. I have so many meal tickets as well. So...
Delightful. Hey, try some of this.
You can just use a bunch of these. God, yeah, you do get a ton. 60 rapport. Alright. Chloe and Travis have one, Elaine and Chloe and Lex. So, where are they at? Elaine and Lex. Let's go do this one real quick. There's just not a lot of opportunities I would put Lex and Elaine in a squad together. Got some bread for you, Elaine. Fresh out of the oven. You mean to say you're the one who made it? Sure do. And forgive me, Lex, but I can't eat this. Why the hell not? Do you remember the last time you baked us bread? It was closer to biting into a rock than any sort of actual food. Oh, come on, that was ages ago. Here, I'll tear off half for you. It does appear to be quite soft inside. I have to say, this is incredible. See? I'm thinking I might even start a bakery once we're done with all this war stuff. Something's wrong with this bread you made, Lex. It's hard to stone. That's because you're not eating it right. It's a northern specialty, meant to go with a nice, hot bowl of soup. Really? Oh, maybe you should remember to tell people next time. I'm lucky I have all my teeth after that. Does such a dish truly exist? Of course it doesn't, but only one of 6 loaves I made actually turned out good. Not sure why, though. I was using the same dough and everything. Perhaps you should hold off that bakery for now, Lex. Lex baking. Yeah. Baking's always seemed fun. Alright, with that, now we have Chloe and Lex, which I am actually pretty interested in doing. We also have Elaine and Magellan, which is a, interesting one. There's a lot of characters like that I haven't used much and haven't had much impact on the story that are always a surprise when they come up. Done fine work, Your Highness. We can handle the defense of the region from here. Can I ask you something, Lex? Why do you only sneak food when I'm on cooking duty? Isn't it obvious? It's because you're the best chef we got. We never have enough for seconds, so this is my one shot at getting a few extra bites in. Well, maybe we would have enough if someone wasn't stealing rations before we even sat at the table. Oh, I, never thought about it like that. Still, can't blame you for being hungry. You work harder than just about anyone in the army. While I'm glad you think I'm a good cook. Hold on, is that blushing I see? I really do mean it, though. I don't know what we'd do without you. You didn't let me finish. What I was going to say is all this flattery in the world doesn't excuse theft. Listen, I'm sorry, alright? How about this? I'll set the table before dinner from now on, and I'll help you clean up after, too. And in return, you look the other way while I sneak a couple early bites. Fine, but the second you forget the help, the deal's over. Works for me. So good. It's far more than a couple bites. Sorry. Yeah, they're pretty fun together. I like them hanging out. So, that rapport now. So that was just level 1 with, Lex. And then, of course, we have the next level. So, yeah, it seems like getting the characters up this way is gonna be what we're gonna need to do, basically. It would be cool just to get someone to level 3 really quickly and kind of see what the process is like. I don't know who, though. Like, I am interested. But we also have a lot of game to go. But if I wanted to do the thing where I do the ceremony with everyone that is an option, obviously I would want to space that out, probably. I don't know, though. I don't know. It is a massive, massive undertaking, obviously, but I always like seeing as much of that stuff as I can. And then choosing, like, my canon choice. Like, this is the character I want to romance. Let's do a few more, visits to the tavern, though.
You, friend. I'll take your order
pasta al pomodoro with eggplants, so... Why don't we just max out this same crew I was doing stuff with earlier? These 4. Yeah, we'll use our free meal ticket. So, enjoy your pasta.
Some of this, as though it were made by the royal chef.
Good stuff. And there's the level 2. And we just do the exact same thing again, basically. Yep, free meal ticket.
Shall we? Delightful.
Because I know Travis has an interaction with one of you, so let's just do, I think, one more. Free meal ticket? Yeah. Good, good, good.
So good.
Try some of this.
That does look
So
very
adorable by
yummy.
the royal chef.
Alright, cool. So now how does that look? Let's see. We haven't done one with Travis. And yeah, so we're at level 2. I could get Chloe to level 3 pretty easily. I could also get Travis to level 3. So let's see here. Travis? Spending way more time on this than I meant to. Oh, fancy seeing you here, Elaine. You seem troubled, Travis. Is everything alright? I'm fine. Maybe you might know how to help. What exactly? Let's say, hypothetically speaking, there's someone in our army you're having trouble getting along with. How would you go about fixing that? You wish to be on better terms with them, Not asking for me, actually, just a friend. In that case, I believe the simplest thing for your friend to do is tell the other party precisely how you feel. And what if he's not so good at speaking his mind? Hey, what are you two talking about over here? Ugh, just what I need. I might as well see what you think, too. Let's say, hypothetically speaking... You ask me, the quickest way to make a new friend is by being nice to him. Surprisingly sensible idea coming from you. What's that supposed to mean? Don't wonder, though, what does being nice even entail? That relax, he would likely do so by treating this person to a hearty meal. Got that right. Not a soul in Fevrith who doesn't like a warm bowl of food. Uh-huh. Well, I better get back to town. Thanks for the help. Later, Travis. Your walking animation is awkward looking. He was definitely asking for himself, yeah? Not a doubt in my mind. I only hope this venture of his proves successful in the end. Cool. And... let's see, there was one more with Chloe, and then also Lex. So Chloe, what's yours got? And then I'll see whichever character I get level 3 with. Isn't it a little early to be out training, Chloe? Your Majesty, I didn't think anyone was up at this hour. This spear is the one thing I have any talent with, so I want to keep my skills as sharp as possible. Probably don't know this, but I actually have 2 sisters back home. I'm the only one of us who was ever interested in becoming a soldier, too. My dad hardly knew what to do with me. But that's why he sent me off to train under Sir Joseph. I'd heard from Joseph that your father was a local Cornian lord, yes. Though I confess, I never knew that was the reason you came to Bolivia. Why'd you never mention it to me? Because he surrendered to Zenora not long after. I know now that he only did so to protect our family, but at the time, I just didn't know how to tell you. Sorry for not bringing it up sooner. Please, we all have things that we seek to defend, and your father was no different. As for our territory, it's a little province right near Grand Corinne. Once the war is over, I plan to go back, to find my sisters, and do what I can to help them start anew. Seems you care quite deeply for them. I do. Still, I suppose I should figure out how to be a little more refined before I see them again. Not sure there's any need for that. You're plenty ladylike as it is, Chloe. Appreciate you saying so, even if you don't really mean it. In all truth, though, 'tis I who struggles to grasp the affairs of nobility. Well, then you'll just have to learn. If you really want to be king, you need to know how to engage with that part of society. Yeah. Guess in that case, let's keep practicing same as before. There you go, forgetting your formality again. Seems you have a lot of ground to make up before you're ready for that crown. Cool. Alright, so that is that one taken care of. And the other one was Lex over here. Alright, Lex, hit me with it. What is this wonderful smell? Well, perfect timing, Elaine. Is that a pie you have there? Yep, I was thinking we could all eat it together. You know, actually relax instead of keeping ourselves so wound up all the time. Don't worry, the recipe's not mine. We got Chloe to thank for that one. Oh, I couldn't help but remember the way my mom always used to make too. It was a pleasant memory indeed. Not a week would go by she didn't indulge our sweet tooths with some manner of homemade confectionery. All she sought in exchange was that we foraged for berries in the nearby woods. A task we often carried out without even needing to be asked, all in hopes of another delicious bite. I didn't think it made such an impression on you. But there really was nothing better than some fresh-baked pie after a hard day of training. Anyway, here. Let me know if I did her justice, yeah? Suppose I wouldn't mind a taste. Lex, this is wonderful. The subtle dusting of sugar perfectly complements the tartness of the berries, while the flaky crust ties together the entire ensemble. Just as I remembered it. That's what I was hoping you'd say. Phew, I was getting kind of nervous for a second there. But if you say it's good, and I'm sure everyone else will like it too. I mean, they probably meant, well, surely everyone else will like it too, or, well, I'm sure everyone else will like it too, but then they just use surely instead. Be sure to offer a slice to Joseph and Chloe as well. I'm certain they'll cherish the experience just as I have. Lots of Polivia and our time spent with your mother. Huh? What's wrong, Elaine? My head feels strange somehow. Uh-oh. Chloe told me to add some wine to the filling for a bit of extra flavor. How much did you put? Maybe I should have poured the whole bottle. Oh my god. I mean, there's gonna be typos, especially in a game this large, with this much text. So, that absolutely checks out. Okay, one last trip to the tavern.
Good seeing
and
you, I'll take your order anytime. Don't be
I shouldn't do this one. I should go do the pasta pomodoro over here. There might even be better ones for me to do. So you, and you. Luckily, I have all kinds of meal tickets. So that looks very yummy. Probably doesn't help that I'm hungry. So Elaine and Travis, seasoned gourmand. Yes, I would.
Can't wait.
This is going to be quite a process to max out absolutely everyone, but okay, one more maybe. Might need to cut this out starting soon. But it shouldn't be much more. We're almost level 3. There we go, an unbreakable bond. Okay, so Chloe's the first one I got to 3 with. So we'll go ahead and see what it's like with you, Chloe. Like I said, this isn't like my canon choice or anything. I just kind of want to see what happens. You know? That's kind of my thought. I just want to see what happens. Do we get like some kind of crazy buff? Like, oh, come on! I can't get over there to have the conversation. Okay. Well, apparently Chloe is not the one. So, well, now that we've maxed you out, let's drop Chloe. Let's bring in... Where's Berenice? Berenice. There you are. Because I know Travis and Berenice have some interactions as well.
Can we start? Oh, good.
Cool.
As though it were made by the royal chef.
Lex and Berenice rapport. Lex, Travis, Lane. It's good too, because I can't see many instances where Travis or Lex will ever be in a squad with Elaine.
I'll be coming back.
There we go. Okay, level 3 with Lex and Travis. You might even be able to do the Ring of the Maiden thing without seeing their final doohickey, but okay, Elaine, Travis, that one's possible. Elaine, Lex is also possible. So let's see these two real quick. I am quite curious. Appreciate you lending me so many books, Travis. It's been quite a gratifying journey through the various genres of literature. Glad you're having fun with it. What'd you think of this one? It was a compelling read, indeed, though I found myself struck by a particular passage within. The past is unchangeable, while the future is unknown. So if you wish to achieve true happiness, you must seek it out in the present moment. Consider that to be a rather self-evident idea myself. You have to realize it's an elf who's saying it. With how long most of them live, you'd normally think they'd be talking about the future instead. And regardless of lifespan, it's vital to exist in the here and now. I may not know how this war shall end, but I plan to cherish every second I spend with my friends along the way, our triumphs and our troubles both. Can't disagree with you there. I won't last forever either. Things will change once you take the throne. You're wrong, Travis. King or no, I am your friend first. And the crown shall never keep me from speaking with you like this. Huh. Well, I hope you're right. Alright, there we go. That was a cool one. Alright. We could go do the one with Lex right now, but let's just pop over here and see. Whoop. Alright, so travel. And let's go. So how exactly does this work? Travis, yes. So Travis is the only option because I haven't done the final thing with Chloe. So let's do it. How exactly does this work? I need to know. Like I said, not my canon choice or anything. I have time to figure that out and more characters to meet, but...
It's funny. I've spent some time looking into the legends about the unicorn, and... I don't know. I just don't see where I fit in.
I'd like you to have the Ring of the Maiden, Travis.
I'd like you to have the Ring of the Maiden.
Sorry, do I look like a maiden to you?
It doesn't matter what you look like. I ask this covenant not for your appearance, but your strength.
Could have said that sooner, don't you think? Still, seems like a pretty big decision. Not the kind of thing you want to discuss standing up. Let's sit. Now,
or crouch.
If swearing this oath is really how we beat Zenoira, well, I'll be expecting a nice, cushy job in your court to make up for it.
Simply name the position and it's yours.
Uh-huh. You know that means there'll be no getting rid of me, right?
I don't mind. I couldn't think of a greater friend to have at my side. So please, Travis, this right is all that I desire, even should our war efforts ultimately fall short.
Don't even talk about losing. It's not gonna happen. But I can tell you're serious about this. Now come on, hand that ring over.
It's an honor, truly.
Guess that was it then. Oh, and I think I mentioned, I really love reading.
So you're gonna be the librarian.
So once this is all over, maybe we can build ourselves a library. A huge one, with books hailing from every corner of Fevrith. A place I can get lost in for days on end.
That sounds wonderful. You'll have to save me a seat beside you.
Hey! New archive entry, Unicorn and Maiden. So do we get some sort of buff for this, or... Ring of the Unicorn, Ring of the Maiden, Rite of the Covenant. And it is different. We are going to get a special voiced cutscene for every single character. Thus, the ring has been restored to its true power. Sure, it will help when the time comes to face Galerius. Okay, so yeah, what exactly does it do? That's what I want to see. Travis, where are you at? Sort... Level... There you are. Where's that Ring of the Maiden at? Base PP plus 1, all stats plus 5. That is very strong, oh my god. Okay, but... Yeah, like I said, that's not like my canon choice. We got a lot of potentials to sort through. But, I just wanted to see, what it was like and everything. So, and what actual benefit we get for doing it. So, cool. So, I maybe I'll try to possibly aim to see one of those, like... It would be convenient to have them all, like, in a special episode at the end. But that's gonna take an enormous amount of time. And I would be putting off getting the Ring of the Maiden for a very long time. I could intersperse them throughout the entire playthrough, which might be convenient as well. But then we wouldn't have an entire video that I can just be like, oh, every single romance in Unicorn Overlord, because that would probably do pretty well, but that's not really what my channel is anyway. It's a Let's Plays, so... Yeah, we'll probably sprinkle them in throughout the playthrough as I see fit here. So, there we are. Hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you next time for some more.